welcome. It's a few days after the race. Severely jacked up my brake situation here. Not really sure what I did yet. I'm going to take it apart and look at that and see what the damage is. See if I can fix the caliper and if the rotor's bad, or if we can maybe just rebuild it and put it back together and go from there. We'll see. So this is the kind of things I run into when I try to be productive. So JP's in Pittsburgh for bracket finals, and he has the toolbox that usually sits there, and it's got all the tools that fit both of our cars. So I was like, no big deal. I'll bring one of my toolboxes in. Well, lo and behold, I don't have the right part. I need a 13/16, so I go and borrow one from Dave over there, and I apparently put so much torque. I usually torque them with a torque wrench, so it's not that much. But the sucker won't come off, and it just broke my ratchet. So that's where we're at. And it's stuck inside the socket. So let's chase and fix tools before we get to work on our project here. So I've got good news and bad news. Some of the good news, I have Spring Hill hot dogs. Somebody dropped these off. If you've never had a Spring Hill hot dog, you're missing out. Go to South Charleston, West Virginia. I don't care where you live. Go to Spring Hill Bakery and get one of these. The bad news, our brakes are completely jacked. In addition to me snapping my socket off here, that brake is junked. I'm not really excited about even trying to fix these because I looked up the part number, and frankly, these are like snowmobile brakes, and that's not good enough. We're going way too fast to stop with these little single piston brakes. So where I'm at right now is I need to contact Will Wood or Strange or somebody and find a caliper that'll fit on those two pins right there. So I'm not a brake expert by any means. So I'm trying to call them, email them, whatever. I'm just trying to get something that'll work and that is also better, because those brackets are specific to my spindle, which they don't make anymore, and it's a big thing. So I can't be replacing spindles, which turns to A-arms, which I just can't get into all that. I don't have the money to replace the whole front end of the car. So
3 days later.
All right, guys, it's been a few days. Pretty much where I'm at is everything needs replaced. So I was hoping that we didn't have to go down this rabbit hole, but my brakes, for one, not adequate, also not replaceable. Those go on like a snowmobile or a forklift in the 80s. Not good enough. So can't get a bracket to fit any modern brakes that goes with this. The spindle's not compatible with any new modern bracket, which leads us down the rabbit hole of everything has to be replaced. New spindles, new brakes, new rotors, calipers, everything. So I've ordered a bunch of stuff from Aerospace. I've ordered Mustang 2 spindles, so everything's going to be upgraded, going to have really, really nice stuff, but my wallet's in a lot of pain, and that's where I'm at. So waiting on parts, and we'll get this thing patched up as soon as we can. Well, it's another day back at the shop here. Ordered some parts for the Vega. The spindles have come in, the brakes have not. So I ordered Aerospace brakes. They're really cool, really nice and shiny. But I got these spindles. I did a lot of research. I really hope they're gonna work. I'm not really sure yet, but I gotta take them in there, check them out, and let's just get started. Shoobity boo, shoobity bop bop ba da bop bop, shoobity boo. You guys notice this little guy? Guys, so that's our big block story. JP wanted to buy that thing. Originally he wanted to put it in the Vega just so for me to have fun with it, but logistically I just don't know that it's gonna fit in here. That thing is absolutely humongous, and I got a lot of clearance issues, and it's got a dry sump and everything. So he's probably going to put it in the vet. I don't know, maybe me and Josh will build a turbo LS for this deal, and we'll just have a boomer versus millennial contest and see who can win. He can use the old school big block, and we'll put an LS in this thing and just cram the boost to her. But for now, I'm going to be taking apart this deal. Got to get this all apart and make sure my new spindle is going to work. Got to check if the ball joints are going to work or how far down the rabbit hole we have to go. So very frustrating, but I want to race. So let's get to work. Well, as you've probably gathered by the fact that I'm stripping and painting A-arms, we got parts problems. So ball joints ain't gonna work. Trying to find ball joints to fit, but in the meantime, these look terrible, so I'm gonna strip them down. What do you think? Should I clear coat these? Should I put a good coat of paint on them? I think they look really cool bare metal. I just don't know if the clear coat will hold up. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments.
Day 2.
All right, guys, I apologize. It has been forever since I posted a video, but we are just in a parts finding mess with this car. So let me go try to explain what we got going on. As I've stated numerous times, we had a brake failure, which led to spindles not working. You can argue with me in the comments, but there's nothing on the internet that's compatible with this anymore. So spindles no good, brakes no good. This is the former brake that was on the car that failed. Not much anything there. The style control arm we had is an A-shaped 2-piece, and you can't find it. So we are having to really do some research rebuilding it. I'm rebuilding it with Mustang 2 parts because that's stuff that you can get. It's what my front rack is, and it's a common thing. So in the future, if we have to buy parts, I can be like, hey, I need a Mustang 2 ball joint, spindle, A-arm, whatever. But right now, most of the stuff on this is homemade, and you just can't replace it. So it is just leading me down a rabbit hole of ball joints, spindles, control arms, everything. Now we're just trying to modify the original control arms to fit Mustang 2 stuff, and it's been a pain, and I'm frustrated. So bear with me, maybe encourage me in the comments. Very frustrated, but I'm gonna go keep fabricating on this thing, and hopefully we can get something put together. However, I got some sweet parts I'm gonna show you guys. So I did order this. I know this stuff is good because JP's got it on his car. Honestly, I think we might be comparable in weight. Just to the old rotors and stuff are so heavy compared to my new spindles are really heavy, but all this stuff that we bought, let's see I think this is the hub. This is all aerospace billet.
Exactly. Like
and it is exactly what's on the vet. I'll show you guys the one with the calipers.
This thing's a laser feather.
But yeah, that doesn't weigh anything. It's all
The 4
aerospace.
pistons, they'll stop on a dime.
Yeah.
Don't matter how fast you're going, they are the best.
That's what JP's got on the vet. He said he barely puts his foot on the brake and it stops. So I'm going from one single piston, basically a snowmobile brake, which was not adequate whatsoever, to these bad boys, which are, I mean, these are about the best you can get, and they're shiny, which makes me nervous. But they are really nice. The heaviest thing in there is the rotor, and I mean, but I think we might be somewhat comparable on weight to the old setup, just because of the brakes, the calipers and everything, and and everything is so light. So we'll see. We'll scale the car after it's put together if we ever get these dang parts to work. But we're over here grinding away. We'll be grinding and welding and fabricating, and if we're successful, we'll just consider this a race car chassis building shop. You know, bring us your stuff. We'll cobble it together.
Day 4.
All right, guys, it's another day. If I'm yelling at you, I'm sorry. Earplugs in. Really struggled today already this morning. I haven't filmed anything just because we've been fabricating everything that we're doing. So I don't even really want to show you guys because I don't want to hear it in the comments, but we're having to clearance everything. Had to do a little clearance in there. It's a full custom job, okay? It's a race car. It is what it is. Am I a fabricator? Sure. But right now, we have a tentative plan. I'm gonna go ahead and continue knocking all the old chipped up paint off of these control arms, which we're having to reuse and fabricate and stick everything together. And I wanted to clear coat them, but there are just certain spots, like in this area here, there's no way I'm gonna get all the paint out of that. So I don't have a sandblaster, so we're gonna clean them up best we can, and we'll just paint them. I'm not sure what color yet, maybe silver, maybe black, I don't know, but clear coat's out. So I'm going to continue on, and eventually we'll get this race car back together. But been very frustrating, and just keep running into more hiccups, but let's keep going. Alrighty, got a lot of parts stripped down to bare metal. Gonna send these off to the powder coat shop real quick, and by that I mean I'm gonna spray them with this acrylic enamel Rust-Oleum paint plus primer.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, welcome back. It's been a few hours, made a lot of progress. We've fabricated all this stuff, so you know, from looking right here, I don't think anything looks too bad. So did a lot of cutting, a lot of grinding, but we repainted everything so it looks brand new. Really nice bracket. Everything seems to be fitting okay so far, and got to pack some bearings, and we'll just keep going. It's actually late, but I got keys. I'll lock up. Making some progress. I don't have a grease bearing packer. I'm gonna do it the old school way, the way Johnny taught me. Make a big mess, it's fine. And also I have no more budget, even if I wanted to buy a grease packer. So let's move on. Okay, so more time has passed. We're making really good progress. However, got all this stuff put together, got bracket on, spindles on, everything's put together. We got to stick this nice, pretty assembly on there. After packing the bearings and everything, putting the bearing in, putting the seal in, and it won't go up on there. So started looking at it. We mic'd the inside of that. We mic'd the inside of the spindle, we mic'd the inside diameter of the bearing, and they're different. So it's too small, so I'm stuck. I cannot finish today, very frustrating. I'm sorry I didn't get you guys a resolved video, but I got to get something out. I've been sitting on this footage for like weeks, and I got to get something out. So hopefully very soon we can get this thing finished up. I called Aerospace. The guy answered the phone. He was super nice and very helpful, and he's sending me the right bearings. So we'll have to wait a few days and hopefully get this thing buttoned up. But hey, check out my fabrication. What do you guys think? You know, I want to hear it in the comments, good or bad, because I really don't think it looks, I don't think there's anything super obvious that you're like, man, that's jacked up. Thank you so much for watching this video. I try to stay positive, but I've been very aggravated over the last couple weeks with this thing. So thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you soon. We'll do something else real soon.